Clara Dawson worked at the library. She stamped books. Her hand moved slowly. Her face looked tired. The library was very quiet. This was her daily routine. She felt a bit bored. After work, Clara went home. Her apartment was small but cozy. On her table, she saw a package. It was wrapped in brown paper. Clara felt curious. Who sent this package? She picked it up carefully. Clara opened the package. Inside, she found two things. One was a smooth gray stone. It looked like a river stone. The other was a small old journal. Its cover was faded brown leather. Clara knew it was her grandmother's journal. She felt a warm, nostalgic feeling. Clara opened her grandmother's journal. The pages were yellow and thin. Her grandmother's elegant handwriting filled them. Clara read many lines. Then one line caught her eye. It said, "The stone holds the sun's secret." Clara felt puzzled. What secret did the stone hold? Clara looked at the gray stone. It looked very ordinary. It was just a simple rock. But her grandmother's words made her hopeful. She took the stone outside. She went into her small garden. The sun was shining brightly. Clara held the stone in the sunlight. Suddenly, something amazing happened. Faint, golden lines appeared on the stone. They glowed softly. The lines formed a simple map. Clara looked at the map. Her eyes grew wide. She was completely astonished. Clara knew she had to follow the map. It was a clear decision. She went inside to pack. She took a small backpack. She put water inside. She also packed a fresh apple. Then she added her grandmother's journal. She felt determined to start her journey. Clara was on a train now. The train moved fast. She sat by the window. Outside, green hills passed by quickly. Tall trees stood on the hills. Clara looked at them. She felt excited. Her adventure was truly starting. The train stopped. Clara got off the train. She was at a small station. It was in the countryside. The station was very quiet. No one else was there. The air was fresh and clean. Clara felt a sense of peace. Clara began to walk. She followed a path. It led into the woods. She held the Sunstone Map in her hand. The sun was still shining. The golden lines on the stone glowed. Clara felt brave. Her adventure was just beginning. The path ahead split into two different ways. Clara stopped and looked at her Sunstone Map. The glowing lines on the stone were not clear here. She felt a little lost and unsure which way to go. Suddenly, a friendly man appeared from the path on the right. He wore a green uniform and a hat. He was Mark Peterson, a park ranger. He smiled kindly at Clara. Clara felt a wave of relief. Mark looked at Clara's Sunstone Map. He then pointed to the path on the left. "This way is correct for the river," he said. "Good luck on your journey." Clara thanked him warmly for his help. Clara continued her walk, following the path Mark had shown her. She felt much better now. Her shoulders were relaxed and a soft smile was on her face. She felt more confident about her adventure. As she walked, dark clouds began to gather in the sky. The light grew dim, and then the rain started to fall. Clara quickly looked for shelter. She found a very large old oak tree with thick branches. She stood calmly under its cover. Soon, the rain stopped as quickly as it had begun. The dark clouds moved away, and the sun broke through. A bright, beautiful rainbow appeared across the sky. Clara looked up, feeling a renewed sense of hope and wonder. After the rain, Clara continued her journey. She soon arrived at a small, clear river. It was just like the river shown on her Sunstone Map. She felt a strong sense of accomplishment. She was on the right track. To cross the river, Clara saw large, flat stones in the water. She stepped carefully from one stone to the next. Her movements were slow and focused. She managed to cross the river safely without getting wet. Once across the river, Clara looked up. On a small hill nearby, she saw a very large, ancient tree. It was the final landmark from her Sunstone Map. Clara's heart pounded with excitement. She was so close. Clara walked quickly to the base of the hill. She looked around the ancient tree, following the map's last clue. Hidden by thick bushes, she found a dark entrance. It was the mysterious opening to a cave. The cave entrance looked dark. Clara felt a little scared, but she remembered her grandmother's brave spirit. She took a deep breath. Then, Clara walked slowly inside the mysterious cave. Inside, the cave was very dark. Clara could not see much. Then she looked up. A small hole in the cave ceiling let in light. A single bright beam of sunlight shone down. Clara knew what to do. She took out the Sunstone Map. She held it carefully in the beam of light. The stone began to glow. It shone with a strong, warm, golden light. Clara felt amazed by its power. The golden light from the sunstone grew brighter. It spread across the dark cave walls. The light pushed away the shadows. Clara saw something on the walls. The light showed old marks and shapes. She leaned closer to see them. Clara looked closely at the walls. She saw simple, ancient paintings. They were not pictures of animals like bears or deer. These paintings showed people. Clara was very surprised. She had not expected this at all. The paintings told a story. They showed a family living in the forest. Clara looked at one figure. It was an older woman. Her heart beat fast. Clara recognized her grandmother's profile in the painting. Clara sat down on the cave floor. She gently touched the painted wall. A warm feeling filled her heart. She felt a deep connection to her family's past. Clara smiled softly. She understood her grandmother's journey now. Later, Clara was back in her library. The Sunstone Map sat on her desk. She looked at a large world map on the wall. Her eyes sparkled with a new light. Clara was no longer shy. She felt ready for new adventures.